Okay. Beta. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man.
What's the deal, baby? We back to back. Big Boss, K-Po, Talk Boxing. Fucking my soliloquy. No sometimes our last good people do. And off yourself. Cut them if I lie, maybe matter. PK, better foes on what? Sorry. We have to hold everybody to the same standard. Gervonta Tank Davis edition. Nah, I know what y'all gonna say, man. Why you making videos about Gervonta Tank Davis, man? You a Gervonta Tank Davis fan? No, I'm not. I'm calling out the hypocrisy in boxing, and here's why. Hear me out. You got guys in the sport of boxing that will root for their fighter, right? Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you rooting for your fighter. But understand that you got to hold them to the same standard as another fighter. What do I mean? This is what I mean. Gervonta Tank Davis has been told that he needs to fight all these people. He needs to fight Shakur, Keyshawn. He needs to fight Lomachenko. You know, he needs to go up to 140 and fight Teofimo. He needs to go to 140 and fight anybody at 140. He went to 140 before. He needs to go up there and fight at 140. Cool. Okay. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But so do Shakur. And so does Keyshawn Davis. What are we talking about? Right? They bigger than Tank. Why they can't go to 140 and fight too? So these are the things that I talk about. Right? And I know somebody gonna say, oh, they've never fought above 140. Well, Keyshawn said out his mouth, he can make 140. He said he's a big guy. He said he can make welterweight if he wants to. He said he just chooses to stay at lightweight. He said he's a big guy. He said I can go to welterweight. He said he's just not ready to go to welterweight right now. So, like I said before, if we're going to hold Tank to that standard, we need to hold Keyshawn and Shakur to those standards. Right? Another thing, why is Tank the only one having to fight all these people, but Keyshawn and Shakur get a pass? They don't get no passes over here. They need to fight each other. I don't understand why everybody is just, oh, okay, that's fine. They won't fight each other, that's fine. That's not fun, bro. It ain't. Y'all both in the same weight class. Y'all need to fight. I'm not trying to hear that. That's my brother. I love him. He got me right for now. I'm not trying to hear all that, bro. I don't care. I don't care about none of that stuff. I need y'all to fight. Shakur's a champion. Keyshawn Davis is a champion. Fight. What's the problem? That's what I want. I want to see Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson. I'm going to push for that fight. Every time, I'm going to push for that fight. They better be lucky I don't get no credentials. Because I'm telling you, if I ever get credentials, it's up. Hey, man, look, what's cracking? Hey, man, why you want to fight Shakur Stevenson? Well, I mean, that's my brother. I mean, I don't care that's your brother. Why you want to fight him, though? See, these boys don't be wanting to ask these fighters these questions. Because they scared that these fighters are going to get mad at them. Hey, we grown men. Hey, you can get mad all you want to. It don't mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? It means absolutely nothing to me. You feel me? Like, you go get mad. Okay, I'm grown. I'm a grown man like you. You know, like, I don't understand, like, you know, but these reporters are so worried about, I think the only reporter I've seen question Keyshawn is Sean Zattel. That was it. He was the only one that questioned him. But he kind of did it and then backed off. I ain't backing off nothing. When you fight, you're a champion. You're at 135. It doesn't make sense for you to have a belt at 135 and... Because what are you fighting for? You got a belt at 135. What are you competing at this weight class for? You're competing at this weight class to be the best, right? So why you have a belt at 135 and don't want to unify? But you want to unify with Tank, but you don't, and Lomachenko, but you don't want to unify with Shakur. That doesn't make sense. Keyshawn said, man, I want to fight Lomachenko and Gervonta Tank Davis. Hopefully I can get those fights this year. Cool. Those both are unifications, right? So then you'll have 3 of the belts. So then what you going to do after that? You only need one belt for undisputed. You're going to pass up a chance to be undisputed, something that your big bro Terrence Crawford has done, right? Terrence Crawford, your big bro, because Shakur is your other big bro. So your big bro has become undisputed, right? This is something that you can accomplish if you're able to beat. And I think Keyshawn has the capabilities he has the skill set to beat a Gervonta Tank Davis. I'm not going to sit here and cap. He got the skill set. He got the power. He got the skill set. He got the mentality to beat a Gervonta Tank Davis. He has the skill set and the mentality to beat a Lomachenko. He has the skill set and mentality to beat a Shakur Stevenson. We just gonna keep it 1,000. But you don't wanna fight him. You don't wanna fight Shakur because that's your brother. Y'all not even blood brothers. Y'all partners. So I don't understand that. And this is the problem I have. I don't care what my partner did for me. I don't care. I don't care if he saved me from a burning building. Hey, he'll forever be my partner. But we finna fight. That's what it is. You in my weight class, you in the way. I'm trying to be great. I'm not trying to just be famous and popular. I'm trying to be great. I told y'all, I'm from Houston, bro. I ain't from this new Houston where these boys want to do this for shine. I'm from old school Houston. We don't care about publicity. We care about morals and principles. We care about standing on our 10. That's the era I come from. That's how I was raised by my pops. Your name means everything. And when you sit here and you got a championship fighter like Keyshawn Davis, who's a great fighter, right? And you got a good fighter in Shakur Stevenson, and you sitting there saying, I won't fight him, that's a problem. But then you look at Tank, and you like, oh, Tank need to fight both of them. In which he do. But they need to be held to the same standard. Now, does Tank need them? Honestly? Truthfully? I think he feels like he don't necessarily need them. In my opinion, I feel like he do. But I feel like they need him more than he need them. I don't see it as like, oh, you know, because Tank can just go fight Lomachenko and then just be like, I'm going to go up to 140 and start fighting all of them. And people going to go watch it. You got Keyshawn who fighting on Fridays and Shakur who fought on Thursdays. So obviously they not doing as good as we say he is. And then they fought in a theater at Madison Square Garden. They didn't fight in an arena. They didn't fight in the arena of the Garden. They fought in a theater at the arena. You can see the top of the walls. Like, you ever been to the movie theaters like Cinemark? And then you see, it was like they was fighting in Cinemark. That's what it is. So all I'm saying, and I'm not saying it to diminish them. All I'm saying at the end of the day is we need to hold every fighter to the same standard. You can't pick and choose what fighter you want to hold to a certain standard and be like, oh, well, we're going to hold him to this standard. No, you going to hold every fighter to that standard. That's what I do. Once you become a champion, it's rap. You need to fight killers. That's what it is. When Errol became champion, my mindset at that time, you need to fight killers. That's what he started doing. And even then, his last fight, when he fought Crawford, there's some people speculating saying there was something wrong with him. I ain't going to say that. I've never said that. Never heard Boss say something was wrong with him. I said it looked like something was wrong with him. I said, but I never said nothing was wrong with him. He still fought Crawford. He still fought him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't sit there and was like, man, he got to fight me at 154. He said, hey, I'm going to give y'all what y'all want. I'm going to fight Bud, and then I'm moving up in weight. He fought Bud. He came up short by a lot. You know what I mean? But he gave us what we want. Every fight that we wanted to see earlier, he gave us that fight. You know what I mean? This Bud fight, he made sure he went against the wishes of his company. and said, I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. Give me that bud smoke. And that's what it is. He didn't care about none of that. In his mind, he felt like, I'm going to beat this dude. He didn't beat him. He came up short. It happens in the sport of boxing, right? Only fighter that's been able to remain undefeated is Rocky Marciano and Floyd Mayweather. Everybody else then took losses. Roy Jones Jr. took losses. When Roy Jones lost to Antonio Tarver, it was like a funeral. Come on. It was like a funeral. I remember that day. I was a kid. I'm sitting there, bro, and I'm looking. People were shocked. Like, bro, what? What's going on? That man got dominated by Antonio Tarver. It was like a funeral. People, man, it was a dude. We went to a party. Roy Jones, Antonio Tarver. It was dudes and women at the party crying, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I watched that Earl and Bud fight from round one, I knew. I knew at the end of round one, I said, yeah, Earl not winning this one. You don't believe me? I could bring my wife and she'll tell you. We watched it. I watched it with my wife and my father-in-law. I said, yeah, Earl not winning this one. So all I'm saying at the end of the day is, you gotta hold fighters to the same standards. I hold Terrence to the same standard I hold L to. Terrence Crawford still ain't fulfilled that standard because he pick and choose when he want to fight. He'll fight Errol and then go fight Madrimov. Now he trying to cash out and fight Canelo when he can easily become undisputed at 54. According to the Bud Buddies, y'all sit here and tell me that Terrence Crawford can whoop everybody at 54. Let's see it. What's the problem? So all I'm saying at the end of the day, to keep it 1,000, we gonna hold every fighter to the same standard. So moving forward, Boss gonna hold every fighter to the same standard. I've always have, but I'm gonna be more proactive with it. So when I see somebody saying something, I'm gonna combat it. Whether it's about Tank, whether it's about Keyshawn, whether it's about Shakur, I'm gonna combat it with, hey, if they say, hey man, Keyshawn ain't fighting nobody, Shakur ain't fighting nobody. Tank ain't fighting nobody. Keyshawn and Shakur ain't fighting nobody. We gonna hold everybody to the same standard. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Boss gone.